Hey everyone, a new update 35.0 just dropped out of nowhere, and today we're going to check out 2 new maps that were added into our game. Let's take a look. The first one is Lava Pool, and just look at this insanely cool and detailed lava. This is literally something new for Melon Playground, because before this we never had lava that actually felt like this. Now it doesn't look like a simple static texture anymore. It actually feels alive. It gives a sense of movement and danger, and the most important part, you can properly interact with it. Objects burn, characters take damage. Everything works smoothly without weird bugs, and you can already tell the developers focus not just on visuals, but on the mechanics too. And if you like doing experiments, like testing how different objects behave in extreme conditions, this map is perfect for that, because you can throw literally anything into the lava, NPCs, weapons, vehicles, and see how it reacts. And check this out. Lighter objects burn in a really interesting way. They don't just disappear. They actually catch fire and break down piece by piece, and the lava literally starts bubbling and boiling when something falls into it. Like it's reacting to what you throw in, and that makes it feel way more realistic. But heavier objects are even crazier, because they don't just burn and they start melting almost instantly, like the moment they touch the lava. And watching that difference between light and heavy items is actually super satisfying. Now let's move on to the second map, a volcano. And this is where things get more interesting, because at first it looks like it's basically the same as Lava Pool, just shaped like a volcano. And yeah, the base is very similar. But there are actually important differences that change the gameplay. First of all, the structure of the map is completely different. Instead of an open surface, you now have a more closed space. And that instantly affects how you play, because there's less room to move around. Everything feels more compact, and interactions become more chaotic, especially when you spawn a lot of objects. Second, the height and the walls of the volcano actually matter. You can use them to build setups, create traps, or just watch how objects fall back into the lava. And that adds a level of control and creativity that you don't really get in Lava Pool, where everything happens on a flat surface, and because of the shape, when objects fall from higher up into the lava, the effect looks even more dramatic. You really see the impact, the bubbling, the burning. Everything feels more intense. And here's the real takeaway without overthinking it. These 2 maps actually complement each other. Lava Pool is more about open testing and freedom, where you just experiment with lava and see how things behave. While Volcano is more about controlled scenarios, where you can use the map's shape to your advantage, create setups, limit movement, and build more interesting situations. So in the end, the developers didn't just add 2 identical maps, they gave us 2 different ways to use the same mechanic. And if you really want to get the most out of this update, don't just load in and look around. Actually experiment on both maps, because that's where the real fun of this update is.